Hi, everyone. So today I'm picking up an energy where it feels like there's someone here or all of you here who are, I want to say, it's like you have the keys to your destiny. It's like it's this feeling of you're driving towards your destiny and that you're making some kind of upgrades because of some work that you have done. It feels as though you've been really nurturing to yourself, that you've been healing yourself. Um, Also, to note that's coming through is the planets are doing some interesting things right now, and some have been, some are new. Um, Mars, for example, is in Cancer and has been. But when Mars is in Cancer, those tend to be two kind of different energies, clashing energies almost. And when Mars is in Cancer, it can cause disagreements, misunderstandings, arguments, those types of things. Um, Venus just moved into Sagittarius, so this is like a very fiery time for love. So there's just like a lot of, oh, and the full moon just moved into Taurus, so there can be, when that happens, things can go to the extremes a bit. But despite all of this energy that it feels like is going on around you, it feels like you've just continued to maintain your balance. You've continued to nurture yourself. You've continued to heal. And I think because of that, the universe is kind of putting its wind in your back to help drive this forward, which I was saying, it feels like you're driving towards your destiny. You're upgrading, that your drive is the reason that you are moving forward. So if this feels like your energy, then you are certainly in the right place. And I want to pull one card just to kind of get a general idea of the energy we're dealing with. So we ended up with the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups is about, sometimes it can be about choices. So you can see here, there's a lot of choices on this menu here. This can be about choices, but the sevens to me are also about discipline and putting the work forward that's required in order to get something done. And that's exactly what I was talking about. And this has to do with family, love, emotions, because it's the cups. And so this is giving me the feeling here that you have put the discipline in, which is what we were just saying. You've really put the discipline in despite of whatever might be going on around you, despite of the options that are offered to you. You've stayed focused. You've remained not in any kind of an illusion, and you've just done the work. And I feel that's why I'm getting this energy of someone who has really done the nurturing work and has really healed themselves. So that's helping to confirm that. But I'm going to push that to the side, and I want to do a 9-card spread here too to see what else we can find out about this energy. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, the King of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles. So there's something going on. There's certainly a change going on for you, which is what I was sensing, that you are headed towards your destiny. But it seems like you're not feeling that. You're feeling as though this is never going to happen. You're thinking that you felt the shift, you can feel the upgrade, you know you've done the work, you know you've been disciplined, but you feel like this is just never going to happen. That's what's coming off of this Wheel of Fortune, that you feel as though this wheel is never going to budge. And you think as though it should have by now, but you're feeling that it's not, that you've done all the work. As we said, you've dealt with all the arguments around you, or all the fiery energy around you, or all the extreme situations around you, and you've remained calm and stable. But then why hasn't anything shifted is the feeling that is coming off of these at the moment. You have the resources. It's very clear to me that you have the resources with the King of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles showing up here, that whatever it is that you are trying to do, whatever your goals are, whatever you value, perhaps this is a job. It's beginning to feel like a job, career type of a reading. We'll see as we go. But we did see these cups in the beginning, so it makes me feel as though it's either well, no, what it's really giving is that this is a career, but you're following your heart, because I'm seeing the Knight of Cups here too. So this is a labor of love. You're starting this career, you're starting this endeavor, you're doing this thing, you've been disciplined with it, and it's because you love it so much and you have the resources to do it. That's what I'm getting there. So, but it does feel like this Knight of Cups falling here with the Wheel of Fortune, this feels like a different person in your energy. So there may be someone who's in your way. It might be a romantic interest who's in your way when it comes to this situation, or maybe this person is preventing the wheel from turning. So maybe the universe hasn't really rewarded you with your work yet, if there's still a person in your energy that you still need to release. But with the Strength card coming in here, you do feel like you still can tolerate this. You still feel like you can push forward. You still feel like you can persevere through this, but you're still wondering when and how this is all going to happen. With your Six of Pentacles, we have the Five of Wands. So it does seem like you've had some conflict in your past, maybe some competition. Maybe it has to do with this person that's in your energy. We'll have to see as we keep going. But it certainly does feel as though there's a couple of things that still need to be dealt with in your energy before you can really turn this wheel. And I think it has to do with another person, perhaps a family member, or perhaps a love interest, or at least a very close friend. It's giving that feeling with the Knight of Cups. And it does look like recently there's been some conflict with this person. And so that tells me that until you solve that particular conflict, until you untie that karmic knot, then that Wheel of Fortune is just going to be stuck in place until you deal with that thing. It doesn't feel like a big thing because the Five of Wands is a major arcana. So it feels as though it's something that can be dealt with probably swiftly, but the point is you have to do it. But let's keep going. So then we have Death, the Emperor, and the Knight of Pentacles. So you are very well aware of some of this energy that we already talked about at the beginning. You are well aware that you are going through a major transformation in your life. You can feel the upgrades. You know that you have dealt with these situations that we were talking about. You know that you have handled these conflicts or competition or petty things with this person. You know you've handled them in a way that you can be proud of, and you can feel yourself changing. And that's exactly why you're headed in this direction of your Emperor energy, because you are leveling up. There's zero question about that this is most certainly about a level up that's going on here, and that your energy is headed in that direction. And it's because of the changes you've been through. It's because you've shown all that discipline. It's because you persevered, and you continue to persevere even when you feel like it's never going to happen, right? So, but you're not seeing yourself as an emperor. You're seeing yourself as a Knight of Pentacles, which is a nice, humble type of energy to really kind of situate yourself in the sense that you just still feel like the worker bee in all of this. You do not feel like the queen bee. You do not feel like the emperor. You still feel like a knight who's out there working for the kingdom, working for the empire. And so, but that may be what part of this Death card is saying, that there is a real transformation going on for you. This is an irreversible transformation where you're feeling like the Knight of Pentacles, but right around the corner for you, you're moving into this Emperor energy. This could also mean for many of you that if you are starting a business, which is what I felt from the beginning, and you're being rewarded for all that work that you've done, that you could actually be building something very solid and stable. You could be building an empire here. So for some of you, that is certainly going to be true. With the Death card, we have the Ace of Pentacles. And so that is telling me that there is a reward there for you. There is a reward, that you're focused on that. You're manifesting in the resources that you need, which is why you already have some of the resources. With the King of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles, somewhere and somehow you received the resources to push this forward. And with the Ace of Pentacles, that's also a divine intervention of more resources because Source really has your back on this particular project that you're working on. With the Emperor, we have the Four of Wands. So this is you, again, really reaching those milestones and building your empire, but you have to do it one step at a time, which you are fully aware of because you're showing up here as the Knight of Pentacles. And if there's anyone who is extremely detail-oriented and takes it one step at a time, it is most certainly the Knight of Pentacles that can pull that off. But you're also showing up here with the Two of Wands. And so it does make me feel like you're still trying to make a choice about something. And it leads me back to this Knight of Cups and this Five of Wands, that you probably sense that this person in your energy, as we said, it could be a family member, a close friend, a romantic partner. You sense that this person may be holding up this entire operation. Like, you can see and feel your potential here. You know it's there. You know what's going on here. You know that these petty things that are going on with this person are kind of dragging your energy down and taking too much out of you. It's that Mars in Cancer feeling that we described at the beginning, that when Mars is in a water sign, they don't like each other. Mars and water signs don't tend to really get along, especially Cancer. And so there ends up being these really petty argument type things that are going on. And I think you know that that's what's holding up your entire operation here, that there's a person who's kind of like a cog in the wheel, so to speak. So you are working diligently ahead as the King of Pentacles, but you're also kind of weighing out your options. You're also kind of looking into this crystal ball, like trying to figure out what your next moves are. And so I do kind of think that you realize that this is keeping you stuck, but you're still not doing anything about it. So let's keep going. So there is something here about good news coming in for you. So make that make sense for you, but there is something in the environment that's coming in. So this could be this Ace of Pentacles, that could be coming in. There could be an unexpected resource, an unexpected green light to your project that you were not expecting, which is what unexpected means. So you were not expecting something that's about to come in, it looks like, which is going to lead you to this Four of Wands, Emperor type of energy is really what's coming through there. So we'll have to see what that we can figure out about that good news. But you're really kind of hoping, what I'm getting from this Five of Swords here is that you're kind of hoping to maybe take a shortcut, or maybe try to, I don't want to say you're trying to trick the universe, because I don't think that's really what's coming off of here, but it's something like that, where you're hoping that the universe will just look at all the other work that you did and sort of like dismiss that you haven't finished completely the untying the karmic knot. And you're just hoping for that. This is not a bad thing. This is not a bad card to fall in this position. I think you're just still saying, I hope I don't have to make this decision with the Two of Wands. I hope I don't have to make that decision, because it's too hard of a decision to make. There's a reason why you don't want to cut this person off. There's a reason why you don't want to untie the karmic knot with that person. And you're hoping you never have to do that, and that the universe is just going to reward you for all the work that you have already done. That's what this is telling me. But you're really still, the problem with that is you're moving into, your outcome card here is the Two of Pentacles, which is kind of the juggling card. It's not a great place to land. It's not a great place to end up, in the sense that there's still no solid ground. The Two of Pentacles is on wavy ground, on an unstable foundation. And until you untie this karmic knot, it feels like that's going to be the issue for many of you, is just kind of working through this last part of your karma so that you can put this situation to rest, but also move your empire forward. So you're going to start to see milestones happening, but you're not going to quite get to the end until you finally make this decision, which is interesting because this Page of Wands is showing up with the Lovers card. And this is saying that there is good news that's going to come in your environment. You do not know this yet, though. there is some news that's coming in that's going to help you make this choice, because the Lover's card is all about choices and about following your heart. And we started out this reading by saying, whatever this thing that you're working on, whatever this business venture or project that you're working on, it's a labor of love. You're doing it because you love it. And this tells me that you are going to follow your heart and you're going to pursue this thing once you get this news. So there is something that's coming in for you. And as I said, it could be this Ace of Pentacles. It could be learning something. It could be getting a green light that you've been waiting for. It could be anything. Make it make sense for you. It could be the loan you were waiting to receive in order to finally open your small business. Whatever it is, it's like some kind of green light is coming in that's going to help you make this choice. And it's probably going to help you release this person, is what it's all kind of circling back around to. I do think that your wish with this Eight of Cups here, I do think that you're wanting to release this person. You're wanting to walk away from this person. I think the problem is just making the choice to actually do it and how. And then with the Two of Pentacles, we have the Page of Cups here. And I think that the message here is really one of just when you release this person, do it with love. It's like pour back into yourself the love that you were giving this person and really be nurturing of yourself. And that's like where this full moon energy that we still have, the full moon just moved into Taurus. I believe I mentioned that. But this is about like cleansing. The full moon in Taurus is all about releasing and cleansing and kind of just getting back to basics and starting over as like a detoxed type of energy, I think is what I'm getting here. And to really pour that love back into yourself with the Page of Cups. I'm getting a sense here that there's someone here, because there's a little bit of shadow work that's kind of cropping up in this reading. I don't always get that. Sometimes I do. But we did start out with this Seven of Cups and this feeling that you're a very disciplined person. But sometimes it's helpful to remember or even to understand why we have this discipline in the first place and where that came from. And so there's someone here I'm picking up on that your childhood, like going back to early childhood, going back to like inner child stuff, that I'm getting a feeling that perhaps you weren't really allowed to have a lot of peace or balanced emotions as a child. Maybe there was a lot of chaos in your environment, or maybe you just had the people you grew up around were constantly quarreling with each other or constantly just disrupting the peace in general. So if this is resonant, that's not going to be for everybody. I just picked that up, that there's a little bit of shadow work there for someone about learning how to just live in peace, live in a peaceful, emotionally peaceful environment. And that's really important with the Page of Cups landing here too, with your Two of Pentacles, is to really continue to pour into yourself and stay calm even when all these other energies are around you. And as we said when I sat down, I was getting the impression that you were already doing that. However, there is still one person. There's still one person here in your energy that you may be allowing to disrupt your peace. And it may be because your shadow side is allowing that and or even wants that. So that's just something to consider, that this chaos and pettiness and arguing, whatever you're feeling with this Knight of Cups, whoever that is to you, family member, whomever, there could be something there in your shadow to just look at and just to see if perhaps that might be the reason you're still hanging on to these arguments, is because your inner child may feel like he or she needs that. So if that is not yours, drop that, but that's for someone. So let's look. Oh, Mature wanted to pop out with the heart chakra, so we'll consider that. But again, with that Mature card showing, it does feel as though you have grown. You have grown through this entire process. That this is very clear. So we have the throat chakra with introspective. And then we have the Earth Star chakra with discreet. So these are very good cards to get for your as far as your chakras are involved, because clearly your throat chakra is functioning at a high level, and you're very introspective in the sense that, as we were saying, you know that you're going through this transformation. You know that this person is in your way. So this is really just confirmation for you that you have a pretty good handle of what is going on in your energy and why. Um, with the Earth star showing up here with discreet, this is telling me that this could mean that this person who's in your energy, you might want to keep some of what you're working on here to yourself. Because if this person really is trying to sabotage or try to have a competition with you or do petty things towards you, you don't want them getting in the way of your empire. I mean, you're moving into this energy of emperor, and you want to keep hitting those milestones. You want to keep having your Four of Wands celebration moments, and continue to lay a strong foundation. And if this person is getting in the way, you might want to just keep some of that to yourself. So we'll get a couple of big picture oracle cards. We have the man and the pig. So when the man and the pig come together, this is a very resourceful person, man. And we did have the King of Pentacles show up here too. So this could be you, because we did say that you are, you have the resources that you need. And we did see the Emperor here, which is a masculine energy, that you're moving into your Emperor energy. It has nothing to do with gender. Men and women, everyone can be, it doesn't matter. Anyone can be an Emperor. And so with this man card showing up here, though, it does kind of tell me this is like a masculine energy, someone with a lot of resources. I'm getting the feeling that this is you. But it could be where your resources are coming from. You could be getting your resources from an incredibly wealthy man. This Ace of Pentacles we were talking about, perhaps the good news that's coming in that's going to allow you to move this forward. So make that make sense for you. And then finally, I would like to draw a couple of tea leaf cards. As my viewers already know, I love to pull tea leaf cards because they're so specific and they give just kind of that final message, like the period at the end of the sentence that we're looking for in case we missed any messages. So we have staff, which says you will be taken care of in difficult times. And then we have crown, which says honor and respect will come to you. So this really is wrapping up. Oh, and look at the bottom of the deck. We have October, which is right now. So this is all very relevant, current types of energy that we're dealing with here. So with the staff, this says you'll be taken care of in difficult times. And that's what I was sort of feeling. And it's falling over this Page of Wands here with the good news. But that's what I was sort of sensing with this man and the pig. This is a very rich man. This is a man who has a lot of resources. So it does seem like there's going to be something at play there, unless you already know this person and this is the person you're getting your resources from. But there is this Page of Ace of Pentacles that's coming in here for you, which is resources that are coming sometimes out of the clear blue. This is like a divine intervention of resources. But we also had this Page of Wands. We know something is coming in towards you. So it does seem like that's what's coming in that you'll be taken care of. So if it feels like a difficult time with this person that you're arguing with or having these competitions with or these petty interactions with, you will be taken care of. And then we're ending with crown. Honor and respect will come to you. So everything that you're working towards, as we said, with your empire, I mean, emperors are honored and respected because they honor and respect the people around them. That is the whole point of the emperor energy. And that is what is coming to you. So the message really here is to release this person, this Knight of Cups, whether it's a family member, a friend, a lover. Make it make sense for you. But the person that's giving you these petty arguments that perhaps you can't even trust with your secrets or trust with what you're working on here, that's the person you really need to release. And that is what's going to open up the flow so you can move towards your emperor energy. So that's it. I hope you liked the reading. Please let me know if it was resonant for you, and we will do this again sometime. Thanks, everybody. Bye.